I was born a fashion designer.
Okay. And you took so much time to realize that?
Yes. Upbringing. This goes to the parents.
Oh, beautiful.
When you're growing up and you have a background where they have to tell you what to do and how to do it, our parents need to educate their kids, especially on the talents they identify from birth. When I was growing up, I had this passion in me to do. I always sketch. During holidays, I'll find myself doing other things while my brothers are playing football. I'm there sketching, crocheting, always sketching.
Okay.
Yes. At a certain point, I was asked to do law. You know, I'm coming from a background where my parents are teachers. You know what it means to have parents who are teachers. They tell you what to do.
The strict lives.
Yes. My dad said you have to do law, and now you either you do law, and after you have to
get to be my daughter.
Yes. So at a certain point, you just lost focus and you follow the crowd. We are all going to SWA, we follow the crowd.
Okay.
But there is that inborn thing that it kept on coming. It kept on resurfacing. After I left school, I left and I went to how many minutes do we have actually?
No, right on. We get to exchange. It's an exchange.
Okay.
We will spend some time together.
Right.
And it's necessary for us to have a break. We will have a break.
Okay. When I left, I had joined a law firm here at the Legal Sono, Metro Bahana. My father went and for me space there for me to practice.
Oh my!
I will sit there for hours and I will not do anything. When they come, I was just doing cram work.
Okay.
Cram work. I knew this is not where I'm supposed to be. After a month, I disappeared.
Okay.
I changed my numbers and they kept calling me. They didn't know where I was. I had to follow what I was born for. Besides, marketing was one of the talents I had.
Okay.
That's when I got myself into the Chartered Institute of Marketing.
So how many years did you waste?
I wasted, let's say, after school, you're talking about after the degrees and everything.
Yeah, no, the exercises at the legal firm before.
Yes, let's
taking contact with your personal potential.
Yes, I wasted at least 8 years.
8 years? Oh my.
Yes, 8 years thinking and walking, moving around. After I get into acting, after acting I get into film.
Have you ever had the discussion with your parents for them to understand the damage they caused you?
Yes, I have had a discussion with them before. So the first thing that actually provoked me to do this was, sorry, I'm not going to be very spiritual, I always give credit to my God. I had to pray to God and I discovered that as I became prayerful, the talents blew up. I started dreaming, I find myself, it came back.
Beautiful.
It came back. My creativity is from God, it came back. I find myself sketching in dreams and I started putting my sketches together. So, and I joined the band. I've been blessed enough to always have the opportunities to have opportunities to get into one place or the other. I joined the marketing department.
Okay.
After the marketing, I joined the marketing department in the banks. I started with Afriland as an intern.
Okay.
Yes. Am I too fast?
No, you're not too fast. It's all right. You're just going to continue to follow you at this level.
Yes, I joined the marketing department as an intern from school with Afriland 2 months. First of all, you need to be very passionate in what you do. You have to love what you do. I noticed because entrepreneurship goes with marketing. The two cannot go. The two must go together.
Yeah. I
am very passionate about selling.
Okay.
Yes. While I was there, I spent 2 months. I knew what I was looking for. From there, I joined the UBA. From UBA, I went to a German firm. From German, I went to EcoBank. I had set a target that at a certain age, I was supposed to resign. You must always have a focus. You must always have an objective in life. At this period in your life, you need to do this. I said, I'm supposed to start ruling and controlling and have my own company at this age. I said, no matter where I find myself, I'm supposed to start this thing, no matter how. So, when I joined EcoBank, they actually took me there as a staff. I've never been outsourced. But in my mind, I had 1 year. I said, I'm working for 1 year to raise funds. As well as I'm a very good staff, wherever I've passed, I'm always the best. Always try to be the best. That's the mindset you should have. Always try to do your best, put in your best. So I resigned. That was like breaking news.
Yeah,
for somebody to leave a job. My job was paid $1,500. That was
per month.
Yes, $750.
Oh my!
I was a sales officer. That was a senior manager. Yeah, people do. I resigned from that job It was not easy. The decision was not easy. I knew I had to do this fashion thing. The passion was too much. While I was at the bank, during the 1 year period with EcoBank, I was already building something. I had already started putting models together. During the weekends, I had to start working on my outfits, and I started taking photos in my own way, you know. I started reserving a little bit of funds. But I noticed I resigned 8 months before the 1 year period. Yes, and the funds were not even enough. I couldn't take it anymore. Why? Because what I had in me was burning. One day I just got up and I sent a resignation. Though we're also facing challenges in our department. Yes, I resigned and I sent my resignation letter. All hell was loose. What happened? What is wrong? What is wrong? They call from Douala left and right. You know, when you are a good staff,
that's it.
They can't let you go.
Yeah.
I left. I knew I was going to face challenges and I was ready. First, your mindset must be ready. There are challenges. When you want to begin a business, you have a business idea. They were still at the conception stage. Yeah. There was still at the conception stage. Yes, let's say it was not even developed. Yes, because I was just doing things without any mentorship, but I just knew this is the right, I have to do this. There's a lady who came in front of me, she's a Black American, Maxine, I think you know, I always quote her. Yes, Maxine Moffett. She was my client. She told me, I shared with her while I was attending to her at the bank, I shared with her that this is what she said, what are you doing here? You said everything is done in a sense of a hurry now in this world. Yeah. There is not, while you're thinking of a business idea, the other person is also thinking, so you need to be fast. That pushed me and I resigned and I went. The first thing you need to do is to cut your cost. When you say you want to start a business, you don't have money, there are things you need to sacrifice. You need to forgo. If you're riding a car, you need to stop. Because you're staying in a house of 80,000. I had to quit my flat, a 3-bedroom flat. Okay. I moved into a friend's room.
That's part of sacrifice.
Yes, yes. And that force, that passion, you need to be passionate about it. I know there are people out there that need me. Yes. And I didn't just travel. The money I had on me got finished. Without even me starting what I wanted. I had less than 500,000 CFA left. Yes. So you see, I knew there was something, because you need to develop your skills. Yeah. Outside the business idea you don't have to look for a field where if you are in a field, maybe like mine, let me take an example for myself. As a designer, what do I have to do? I have ideas here burning, and I find I know I can do these accessories. I knew I could do it. And I see them, but there is something, because you need to sell your product at the finish. But the finishing is very important. You need to, that was the point where I had to develop the skills that I have. Okay. And I said, I need to go back to school. I had to look for a school in Ghana. We need to know this. As fashion designer that I am, still growing. I always say still growing. I'm not a professional fashion designer, I could say in the recent way. I'm still learning. Okay, we need to know this. I started with the idea of doing accessories. My business idea was to transform, to use the African fabric, to give more value to our African fabric, and to project it into the world. So I had the idea of doing accessories with African fabric. But now, how am I going to go about it without having the know-how? The ideas are there, you have it in there, but how do you go about it? I needed to train myself. So I traveled to Ghana. I always want to start from here, because I don't have a business just blew up one day. I went to Ghana, I trained myself in school for 6 months, sorry, in different areas. We're not talking about money here, it's not about money. When I left for Ghana, I didn't have enough. I had just maybe like $1,000 in my account, I can say my own. When I got into Ghana, I hustled. I needed to learn how to sew bags, because I had it. I sew. I needed to learn how to sew, because I discovered that was a business idea. That was a business opportunity. As of 2014, I had not seen so many people doing necklaces with African fabric as you see now. I think my fashion brand is one of the first that really went into it in a professional way, when you see the finishing. That was a business idea, that was a business opportunity I went in for. I need to train myself in all those areas, those product lines. I had 4 product lines that I had to work on. The necklaces, the cloches, the handbags, and the accessories. the accessories women carry on them. With that budget, I got there and I had to do all that. You will not ask me why, how. This is the how. I don't want to talk about the flourish. There are a lot of challenges, and you can do it. Under 2 weeks, I finished. Under 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because when you're called to do something which you have in you, inborn, when you're being showed how to do it, it doesn't take you much time to learn, because it's something that will be flowing in you. I took like less than 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I graduated from the accessories. And when I was doing it, there was something in me. I don't want to do what my teachers were doing. I just wanted to be doing mine. When he's teaching me, when he finishes teaching me, when I go home, he gives me an assignment, I'll do what he has asked me to do. That's the creativity part of it. As an entrepreneur, you're into the kind of product line. Services are different. But when you're dealing with a tangible product, that you need to be creative, you need to be very creative to be competitive in your market. So I needed to, I come back with something different. Say, but hey, this Cameroonian girl, now how? This I fear you. Each time I'll come back with something different. I'll do what he has asked me to do. But he said, you told me you're going to go places. He said, but you learning this thing on 2 weeks. There are some girls who came from Liberia, they took like 6 months. I finished there in 2 months. And I used to walk like from here to Antresimbo before I get the bus. You know Accra, there is so much traffic. I get at 4 a.m. I was like a scarecrow. If you look at my pictures, I was like somebody, there was no beauty, nothing, but I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted. I need to come back. I knew what I needed to defend. Aside knowing what I want, many people were not believing in me. Like my family, so many people discouraged me. Fashion, how are you going to do with fashion? Everywhere is fashion, but there's something about uniqueness. When you're getting into something, remember that you are unique. You have a unique you. And even there are 10 shops around here, try to separate yourself by making yourself unique, and you will sell. So I finished, I went for the bags. Then I went to the bags. I just switched inside the bags. I sold in under 2 weeks. The rest of the months that I found myself in Ghana, I was trying to do my contacts. Because I had tried, after this period, I have to get into the fashion industry and penetrate myself and make use of contacts. You need to be smart, work smart, not hardworking. As an entrepreneur, there's a difference between working smart and being hardworking. You can be working very hard, but you're not seeing the result. From there, I went to the accessories part of it. You see, with God at the forefront, of course, yes. So when I came back home, by then I had already been preparing the products I have been doing. When I do, I keep. I started my business with nothing. Let me just explain to you, because there are people who want to know about it. I want to know how this thing came about. As I was doing my assignments, I graduated from my school, I did the assignments. I had so many assignments. I'll just be packing them. I pack them. The necklaces I keep. At the end of the day, I had maybe like 20-something pairs, cloches and these. Where I did the cloches, I paired them. It was not one place I did the cloches. I just had it with the same fabric I used for the necklace. I'll buy the same fabric. When my teacher is teaching me, I'll use that same fabric. I had what I was doing. I was pairing them up for a photo shooting. So when I finished all that, I looked for a studio. I had already had stuff. Yes, I look for a studio in Ghana, and I make sure I wait for the best. Always put quality. Don't look at money. There are times I will not eat because I want to do quality work. I paid for a very, very expensive. You ask why am I beginning a business?
Accra is a very, very, very expensive town.
Yes,
to be precise.
Yes, you ask me why am I investing so much, because I needed to sell on media, because now my customer base, I don't have people in the physical. I needed to make good use of Facebook. So I went for a photo shooting. I looked for a model. We always negotiate, pray and negotiate. The models that I had, they shot for me free, professional models in Ghana. Always negotiate and be prayerful. That's what I always say. I negotiated with them. I gave them just trousers, some I gave them dresses or a cloche. After we did a photo shoot where these top stars, they John the Mellows, they do their photo shoot. Nadia Bori, that's where I did my photo shoot. So when you
may cite the name. You may cite the name.
Nadia Bori, John the Mellows.
You may cite the name of the studio.
Okay, yes.
Good work should be getting ready.
Westhill Mall. Westhill Mall is one of the biggest malls in West Africa as of now. It's in Ghana. There is a studio.
Very far from Accra Mall. Is that far from Accra Mall?
Yes, Accra Mall. It is another level.
All right.
It is new. That is Western.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So when I went there, I had to do the shooting. I have first of all, you need to have guts. That means you need to be very bold.
Yeah.
By yourself, be very bold. Never you fear faces. I had to move into that place. I knew it was going to be expensive. I negotiated. Tell them this, I'm just starting, I'm just this, that is, and then they gave me a price. You did the shooting. And from there, because when you're projecting those names, your client base, they have different category of people. There are people who, you understand. So when I did that, I did the shooting. That was already my first collection of accessories. I put them together like that. So you need to know, it's not about money, yes, but the idea, you need to know how to go about the procedure. So when I started posting on Facebook, I created a page, and that was it. And I started posting my stuff on Facebook, like now, 2020, I started business effectively. I came back home in December 2015, in Cameroon. 2016, January, that's when I started selling. I think I can say I started selling her first product, and that was from the collections, the work that I did. Those all were my assignments and all that.
How much do you sell a necklace for a young person watching you at this hour and maybe
I
wants
have
to
a minimum
start
necklace.
business?
Our list price is 5,000, depending on the design.
Okay.
And
do you match them with the clutches and the bags?
It depends. If the client wants just the necklace, yeah, sometimes we just match. I did like that. I started selling. People started ordering. There's another thing about customer service. Working smart, you need to work well on your client base, because now I get more of referrals. I do my marketing, but I have a lot of referrals. Make sure you know your client. Make sure you satisfy your client. Make sure you listen to your client. Go extra miles, because each client, I have one client brings me 10 more clients. That's working smart. So don't minimize the customer service here. That was the first product.
And one client brings out 10, man.
Yes.
Very soon the Forbes magazine is going to cite her. Watch out for that in the next 5 years. Watch out.
That was our first product line, the accessories. I worked with the accessories to 2016, mid-2016. I started working on my collection of outfits. Because you need to diverse. The product lines you need to switch. As an entrepreneur, you need to bring in new ideas. Because when that particular client base is already very versed with this product, you need to switch. You need to play. Very important. So I had my first inspiration was outfit, but I was surprised God took me to accessories first. Yes, my inspiration as a designer were outfit. I never knew I was going to be doing, and I do mine myself. As an entrepreneur, you have to be multitask sometimes. You understand? There are times that you don't need to be hiring people. I do delivery my first 1 year plus. I do delivery myself. I work myself. I follow up on my page, my online page myself. Everything. Multitask. Sorry. Yeah, multitask. You need to be multitask so that you can be cost effective. Yes. The second collection now. My first collection, I did that. In November last year, where you find the orange. I had to use the orange to project, because as a fashion brand, you don't only you try to project the SDGs as well. You know that you're also corporately responsible to your society. Yes. So how I go about my business, I don't sleep. 5:30 is even too much. Sometimes 4 a.m. I'm up already. I sleep very late.
3 a.m.
Yes. And I sleep late. Sometimes I sleep at past 12. Yes.
And you wake up at 4:30. Yes. So no sleep for a successful entrepreneur. Yes. Don't watch her driving her car and you're like, I'm she doesn't sleep, she walks, and she works smart. You need to enter into
there are a lot of hustles. When it's time to get into a bike in Lagos on the Victoria Island, I'm on the bike. When you need to get what you need. There are times I go by road, by times I go by air.
That's a part of sacrifice.
Yes. Yes. Sometimes I need to get stuff for my work. Sometimes I go by land. Very stressful. Yes, but you look at the cost effectiveness. So the thing is this: we need to, as an entrepreneur, I've been growing. God has been blessing my business, but a lot of hard work. Now I have a team. I think we are 4. I have 4 people working for me now. But I'm still working from home. Yet, because we have challenges as well. Challenges as in terms of growing your business is an issue as a startup entrepreneur. So that's why you find me, I'm still at home. Okay. Yes. So you need to.
How do you find yourself dividing your time between work and your son? Say, for example, you initially on your to-do list said to yourself, you're going to work in between 10 a.m. and 12 noon, and for some reason your attraction is diverted to your son at 11 a.m.? Does that happen? Are you able to handle the workspace at home without interferences?
Yes, I'm a little bit blessed. I'm single, and my son is big. He's 12 and he's getting to 13. He's very mature, and you know, like I had an event at the Palais de Congrès where we had an exhibition stand. My son was a salesperson. My sales girl was unavailable and she was not feeling well. My son was the one in charge of my son. Everybody who came to my stand told me that he's a very good salesperson. Yes. So there are things.
So that's an item in him, that an aspect you need to develop. You need to support him too.
Yes, though he's the born engineer, but I'm trying to make him understand the mom's business. You understand? So as you say, there are times you don't really. I'm really blessed. I'm not really bothered as of now. That's why I'm working very hard before I settle down, before I marry. I'm working very hard because there are times that you have to have babies and all that. He's going to melange. You understand?
And he must handle it.
Yes.
He must have his time. Yes.
So right now, we have a product. I want to talk about the growing business.
Okay.
We have a product that we released that I was inspired to do Togo t-shirts. You know the Baminda at Togo? I was inspired. I'm the first designer who has been inspired to do that on t-shirts. T-shirts and polo t-shirts. Did
you come here with some samples?
No.
Okay. Then maybe we'll have to visit your page to see the pictures. Can you just sign it?
Okay. Okay. You want to? All right. Give the business card.
All right. No problem.
So,
but for those watching on Facebook, they need to know.
The F&F Afro Fashion House.
F&F Afro Fashion House.
That's for the outfits.
Okay.
Then for the accessories, F&F as.
And if you want one, how much does it cost?
10,000 for the ladies and the men because they have few different designs. I want to talk something
you
about
wear it with skirts, you wear it with trousers.
It's smart. It's the first, I call it the first ever culture in casual.
The first ever culture in casual, wow. Now give her a hand for that. She reminds me of Kibon Efi. You know, Kibon Efi has been in designs and she uses Togo to do beautiful party outfits. And guess what? Guy who's been working with Oprah Winfrey for so many decades wore Kibone's outfit to the Black Panther. That's big news, you know. Put your hands together for her. Sometimes you start something and you don't even know the magnitude of what you start. You don't know how far it would go. You don't know Obama's wore Afro-Combs designs in the White House while they were still the president and first lady. You don't know the former president of Cote d'Ivoire wore the designs of Afro-Comb. He also does the Togo designs, right? You start those things and you don't know the magnitude, but before you know it, those people you adore, they're your icons, they're also adoring your creativity, just to remind them of the great work you're doing, right?
Yes, I follow Kibone. She's an inspiration to me and I respect her a lot. She's a senior colleague. So now, this particular product line, these Togo t-shirts, what I was trying to talk about now is, I know I'm here to share. You know, as an entrepreneur, you need to work smart. I'm talking about this product. This product, I don't stress. Aside the favor we pray from God, yes, I don't stress to sell it. Most of the clients that I have, who were clients who are my accessories, who consume my accessories, are the customers that have been retained, and they are the ones now pushing this product ahead. Okay. Each customer I have, one client brings me 10 clients for the October.
Okay.
Yes.
Please put your hands together for that.
Why? You need to take the sacrifices for your clients.
Okay.
Yes. Listen to them, no matter how many times they bore you, you are there for that.
Go an extra mile.
Yes, go an extra mile. Go an extra mile for them because the positive word of mouth, that is what makes you rich.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Use your words to bless people.
Yes, positive word of mouth from business. Oh yes, she did. I just received a call. Yes, my friend told me you did this for she and her husband. Please, oh please, just like that. That's how the Chinese going. Yes, talking about closing business, we read something from there that the ministry hardly announces the number of businesses that have been closed. This is not my first business. 2011, I already started a company and closed. There are challenges as an entrepreneur. I have a story, but I didn't give up. It shut down. I didn't have anything. I started a business. I was going to Dubai. I was buying dresses because I've always been in this dresses thing. It shut down. I lost everything. But it has never. It should not stop you. If you have started a business that is not moving, don't give up. Just look at
Before the end of the discussion, my entrepreneurship experience, we're going to find out from where you get that energy to keep moving on.
Yes.
Because there are some people who get depressed. There are others who actually run mad. They cannot take the fact that they were in villas and all of a sudden they have to find themselves fighting with your kid brothers or your kid sisters. You know, it's like starting all over again. In your answer, I would expect from you to make them understand that in the entrepreneurship business, you can start all over again, like for 365 days in a year.
Yes.
They need to cultivate
Just
that.
learn from the failures. And then you need to know there is a illustration that has been done. You have an idea, you have an idea, it's 1 month. You want to become an entrepreneur, an idea in 1 month is turned into a business. We call the people who have idea in 1 month, you still have that idea. If you are seated here, you had an idea last month, and this month again you still have that same idea, you've not transformed it, your name is entrepreneur. So refuse to be entrepreneur.